Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at Bitcoin Cash. I do want to say that I'm not a financial advisor. You should do your own research before investing money into crypto. Now, if you haven't seen the previous update, make sure to watch that before watching this one. It's going to be linked in the top right hand corner of the screen. Now let's jump straight into the TA. Taking a look at the daily chart, Bitcoin Cash finally got back down to our support level. Now, I did talk about this on our last video or a few months ago. On July 1st, we did have a Bitcoin Cash update on the channel, and I clearly said that we were targeting $175 and $145. So the first target was met, and some people were overly bullish. So this guy, Kingship362, said it ain't going to 75 and 2 laughing emojis, and lo and behold, it did hit 175, even below that, $166 on the dot, and we are going to be targeting 154.4. And this guy probably didn't sell because he thought he was going up forever, but what he could have done instead is he could have taken some profits here when the price was very overextended, and he could have bought back at $175, which would have been a 39.6% trade. So he could have bought back in 39.6% cheaper. Obviously, he could have bought even a bit higher, but being so bullish on a high cap altcoin, especially something like Bitcoin Cash, which is an old coin that only pumps when there's some random news about it and then it goes back into obscurity. So I would say be careful, doing what this guy did, and be careful getting married to one coin, because you don't want to be letting your emotions do the trading for you. You want to be using data, you want to be using your brain at 100% and not your emotions. So we are pulling back down, and right now we're getting a bit too overextended from the 20 EMA. We already have the bearish cross on the daily chart, so this 0.5 was a great entry point. The next level, like I said, is $154, and after that we're targeting 145.5, which is basically the retest, would be the retest of these two local highs we printed back in August 2022 and February 2023. So if we manage to hold this low at $145, $146, this would be a perfect retest, a perfect entry point, and from there we can continue moving to the upside, because effectively we would be retesting the August 2022 high as support. And this is what I'm looking for pretty much every single altcoin, but Bitcoin Cash is already doing this. So this is a good sign. Bitcoin Cash is bullish as of right now. This pullback is quite deep, but it is expected after such a move. So we are already sitting at a 50% pullback. Looking at $145, this would be a 55.8% pullback. Still very possible, very doable. Not gonna say that it's impossible, because when we're dumping, when Bitcoin's dumping, altcoins are definitely going to dump even harder, especially the low caps. So expecting $145 is not something out of the realm of possibilities. So just know that you can set up some buy limit orders in case you want to pick up some Bitcoin Cash coins at these prices. Taking a look at the daily RSI, you can see we're sitting in the oversold, which means that this is a very good buying opportunity as of right now. The last time we were sitting this low was back in June 2022 and in January 2022. So this is an amazing buying opportunity. I'm not going to lie. If you want to get some at this price, and if $184 is good enough for you, then by all means, feel free to start averaging in. I'm not a financial advisor, but you could potentially enter and put 10 to 15% at this price, then start setting up more buy limit orders as you go down or as you go lower. And yeah, you can also take a look at this Fibonacci retracement here. So we set a Fibonacci retracement from the swing high in July to the swing low in June, and you can see the golden ratio is $154. Then we have the 0.786 at $128.5. Then we have this support block here sitting between $118 down to $110, and that is also a level we could be retesting if the pullback gets deeper. But hopefully we are able to hold this, and hopefully we are able to print a higher low here and move on into the uptrend that we are expecting here for Bitcoin Cash. Because if we end up losing $146, then it is very possible that this was just a temporary fake out due to a listing. I think it was a listing that caused this, and we're just going to continue in this sideways channel. But let's switch over to the weekly chart. And before we continue with the video, I quickly want to mention my Patreon that's linked down below in the description. If you enjoy my content, you want to get more exclusive content, and you want to support me at the same time, definitely feel free to check out the Patreon, because you're going to get a 7-day free access on my Patreon and an instant access to all of my content since October 2021, which is when I started. You'll get access to content like exclusive weekly podcasts, and we're starting to invite guests already. We have 40 plus low cap gem posts. We have a bunch of project reviews. We have a bunch of resources that are going to help you save time and make more money with this upcoming bull market. So this is definitely a great exchange of value for the both of us. And once again, there's a 7-day free trial. Feel free to check it out. You can leave anytime, and let's continue with the video. Taking a look at the weekly chart, you can see that we do have a resistance block above us, so $380 down to $280. This is a massive resistance block that we just retested in June, and now we're moving back down. And we did lose this block back here in May 2022, and we came back all the way here to the same area and had a nice back test of resistance. So right now we're trying to find some support on the 55 and the 20 EMA. We do have a bullish cross on the weekly chart, which is amazing. That's very good to see. But hopefully we're able to hold the 1.272 on the fib here. So we do have a slightly different fib on the chart. This is the weekly, so we have the May 2021 high as the high for the fib, and then we have the local low as the April 2022 low. So once we lost that, we were targeting the 1.618 at $101, and we perfectly retested that multiple times, and right now we ran into the first fib level and then we came back down. So effectively what we need to be doing here is printing a higher low, so we can go as low as $141, and hopefully from there we can start recovering and moving to the upside, and breaking out of this, or breaking above the red resistance block would be ideal, because this was a major resistance level back in March 2022. That is $380, plus you have a bunch of back tests of support in 2021, and on top of that you have the fib here, the 0.786 fib at $392. So there's going to be a lot of resistance in that area, but once we get there, we'll see what happens. If there's enough buyers and we're able to break above and get to the golden ratio, that's fine. But if not, we'll see if we can get a few swing trades here and there. But as of right now, personally, if I was looking to get into Bitcoin Cash, I would maybe buy just a bit at this point and then set up some buy limit orders, because there are other altcoins that are sitting at better positions and better prices, because Bitcoin Cash effectively did a 3x in a few weeks, and now we're seeing a pullback. So there is still room to drop in case it goes lower. Just to be on the safe side, I wouldn't invest a lot into Bitcoin Cash at this point. If Bitcoin continues dropping, altcoins will follow. So maybe $141 is going to be your perfect entry. So we broke out of this sideways channel, and we want to come back and retest it as support, hopefully, and from there we can move to the next target. And taking a look at the weekly RSI, you can see that we are potentially going to be seeing another bounce off of the trend line here. So we had one bounce in May 2023, in January 2023, November 2022, and July 2022. So this could be an indicator for you to look forward to. If we see a bounce, or if you see the RSI hovering around the pink trend line, that could be a very good entry point for you. If we take a look at the stochastic, you can wait until we get back down into the oversold below the index of 20. The last time we were down here was back in May 2023, right before this massive move to the upside. So you can look forward to that. And yeah, the indicators are telling us that there is more room to go down, and you don't want to be going all in at this point. So that's pretty much it for Bitcoin Cash. Let me know if you have any tokens. Let me know if you did trade this event, because when we were pumping, I was telling you guys to take some, or advising you, but not a financial advisor, of course, that taking profits here at $275 is still okay. That's a really good exit. And even if you sold at 260, you still could have made some money. But right now, taking profits obviously is not advisable, because you don't want to be selling after you've had the pullback. So thank you all for watching. Hopefully you learned something useful. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, and take care.